Thousands of Canadians participated in the 1 Million Man March, where protesters took to the streets last week to speak out against gender ideology in schools. The nationwide peaceful protests organized under the banner 1 Million March for Children stretched from Vancouver to Ottawa and even Niagara Falls. Parents expressed concern that gender identity content is not age-appropriate for young school children. 5 arrests were made at a protest in Ottawa in what police described as inciting hatred. Demonstrations featured people holding signs that read, "Leave our kids alone" and "Stop gender ideology." A number of counter-protesters also attended declaring "Protect trans kids." The protest identified its mission as advocating for the elimination of the sexual orientation and gender identity curriculum, pronouns, gender ideology, and mixed bathrooms in schools. Gender identity debate in Canada mirrors controversies in the United States between school boards and parents over content permitted in the classroom, and whether parents can choose to opt their children for lessons that contradict their faith. Protests in the U.S. have also seen Christian, Jewish, and Muslim parents unite in opposition to sexually explicit material in elementary schools. Parents have fiercely protested against developmentally inappropriate content in books and school curricula, which have been introduced to children as young as 4 to 5 years old in preschools. Parents have become increasingly concerned that gender ideology and explicit sexualization have become highly politicized and are now making their way into childhood education, with impressionable kids as their main target. Gender ideology and sexual orientation, they say, does not belong in a school curriculum and certainly should not be forced onto children against parental consent.